Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. It's Austin facing Los Angeles. It'll be Austin off the tip. So the Austin starting five. Paul Millsap out there with Marion. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Bryant in at the two-guard spot. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Here's Millsap, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Austin shooting their first free throw of the game. Free throw, good, Whiteside. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Johnson, and Magic Johnson with the slam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Oh, and the jam by Bird.
And that kind of defense ain't gonna get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
And folks, those are hops that you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Out to Bird. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Los Angeles on D. It's a 5-point game. Floats it up for Millsap. It's blocked by Shaq. And a wide open look for Jordan. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
And a lot of teams shy away from that mid-range, but if you can get them off of rhythm, then you can have success.
Now here's Jordan. And Shaq with the slam.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Austin trails by 9. Millsap a screen on Westbrook. Outside Bryant. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bryant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
From deep, Jordan. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ewing's checked in for Shaq. Weber comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. James checked in for Larry Bird. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Jordan. Austin trails by 7. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Marion. Off the left rim and out.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Austin with the ball. Here's Lowry. The putback. And it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw missing. At the line for 2. Good on the second free throw. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. For Austin, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The first one falls. And so Lowry nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And the dunk by Westbrook.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made
That jam!
Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
No shortage of... Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
They've got Walton. Magic Johnson is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Worthy in the 3. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Austin, Magic Johnson is out there with Green. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's West. From deep, Worthy no good.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board. I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Los Angeles leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Love. And Love throws it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. O'Neal comes in for Walton. And it's Jordan in for Dwayne Wade. That's tipped. Stolen by Magic. Worthy kicks to Love. And Love throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Love. And it's Burden for Worthy. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Los Angeles. Johnson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Leonard on the wing. Knocked away. Here's Johnson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ewing's checked in. The shot's good from Jordan.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Johnson dishes to West. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Ewing can't get it to go. Austin trails by 11. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Weber, he's checked in for Los Angeles. LeBron comes in for Bird. So he gets them both.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Los Angeles. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Austin. Kicks it out to James. They grab their own miss.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before that.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 6 or 7 at the line.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Westbrook can't get it to go. Millsap left side. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Westbrook. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Bird out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Shaq in at the 5. Home in the paint. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. That one drops for him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Lowry from outside. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
They get it back. Whiteside. Here's Marion. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That's on Shaq. For Austin, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And Los Angeles with some changes. Walton comes in for Abdul-Jabbar, and Worthy subbed in for Bird. Johnson, the pass to Jordan. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Jordan with a good game. He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Kevin Love's checked in for O'Neal. Austin trails by 15. Lets it go from 14. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Millsap with the steal. The feed to Marion. Another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Wade's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Johnson kicks to Love. Johnson dishes to Worthy. Tries to save it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. And Los Angeles with some changes. James checked in for Love. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Johnson. And Walton sends it back.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Ewing's checked in for Los Angeles. Weber comes in for James Worthy. And Sean Marion with the slam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
And Bryant kicks to Lowry. Whiteside. And he lays it straight in. Whiteside's got 5 now.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Lowry for 3. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. 11 points in the game.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Took him no time at all on that one. 13 points for Russell Westbrook.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And here's Kobe for 3. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Wade gets the bucket.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Well, Garrick, that's why we have the score that we have. I mean, the hustle plays are only coming from one team, though. And there's been a big disparity in the effort when you compare the two teams. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. On the court for Austin, they've got Marion. Green out there with Lowry. Then there's Paul Millsap.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
3-pointer, Lowry. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And here's Love for 3. Again, Love missing. Marion left side. Takes a 3. The rebound by Walton. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. The shot by Marion, no good.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
Worthy, the pass to Walton. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And that comes off the assist to Walton. Westbrook's got 19 points.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Yeah, it's so bad I would even go a step farther and call it raggedy. I mean, that's how their defense has been overall today.
Love with a wide open look. They get the rebound. Passes to Westbrook. He feeds it to Walton. Down low. Millsap with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been reining in. Talk about bringing it.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Love dishes to Jordan. Here's Worthy, and finished off by Worthy.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot. He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Weber comes in for Walton. And it's LeBron in for Worthy. Austin also changing it up. West is checked in for Millsap. Leonard comes in for Sean Marion. And it's Johnson in for Kyle Lowry. Here's West. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his three. And here's Los Angeles. LeBron kicks to Love. And the dunk by Love.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Leonard against James. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice statistic.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time they should be getting more active and aggressive on the defensive end, not less.
Johnson, the pass to West. Unloads from 13.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room. The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Jordan. Kicks it out to Love. Off target from three-point range. And Austin has possession. Leonard dishes to West. Poked loose. Stolen by Weber. Johnson kicks to Jordan. Back to Johnson. No good on the triple. Johnson goes in. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Love. And here's Jordan outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance.